Have you ever stopped to wonder how plants convert sunlight into food? Welcome to the intriguing world of photosynthesis, an incredible process used by plants, algae, and certain bacteria. These organisms have perfected the art of capturing the sun's energy, transforming it into chemical energy, and storing it for later use. Imagine being able to power your own body simply by basking in the sun's glow. Indeed, it's a fascinating process that is essential for life on Earth, and today we'll delve into one of its key stages, the light reaction. So, what exactly is the light reaction in photosynthesis? Well, in the grand scheme of photosynthesis, the light reaction acts as the energetic kickoff. It's the first part of the process where sunlight, yes, that warm glow you feel on your skin, is converted into chemical energy. Imagine a solar panel, but instead of powering your house, it's powering a plant. The plant's solar panels are chlorophyll molecules within structures called chloroplasts. These molecules absorb sunlight and start an energy conversion process. The light energy is transformed into chemical energy, which is stored in two types of molecules, ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, and NADPH, or nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. These molecules are like the plant's energy currency, ready to be spent in the next phase of photosynthesis called the Calvin cycle. So to sum up, the light reaction is the stage where light energy becomes the fuel for the rest of the photosynthesis process. Now, let's break down the light reaction process step by step. First off, the process of light reaction begins with the absorption of light by chlorophyll, a pigment found in the thylakoid membranes of the chloroplasts. This light energy is absorbed in the form of photons, units of light that ignite the whole process. Once the light energy is absorbed, it excites the electrons in the chlorophyll. This is a crucial step, as these excited electrons are the powerhouses of the light reaction. They are the ones that will drive the rest of the process forward. Now, these excited electrons don't just sit around. They are immediately put to work in the electron transport chain. This is a series of proteins within the thylakoid membrane that facilitate the transfer of these electrons. As the electrons move down the chain, they release energy. This energy is used to pump hydrogen ions across the membrane, creating a concentration gradient. And this is where the magic of ATP creation happens. You see, these hydrogen ions naturally want to move back across the membrane following their concentration gradient. They do this through a protein complex known as ATP synthase. As they pass through, their energy is used to add a phosphate group to ADP, creating ATP, the energy currency of the cell. But what about the electrons? They've lost energy moving down the chain and need to be replaced. This is where water comes in. Water molecules are split, releasing electrons to replace those lost, as well as hydrogen ions to add to the gradient, and oxygen as a byproduct. Finally, the remaining electrons are used to reduce NADP+ to NADPH, another molecule vital to the photosynthesis process. This molecule will carry the electrons to the dark reaction, where they will be used to convert carbon dioxide into glucose. And that's how, in a nutshell, the light reaction of photosynthesis occurs. So, to summarize what we've learned today, let's revisit the key points about the light reaction of photosynthesis. This process is truly the heart of photosynthesis. Why so? Because it's the first stage of this life-giving process. This is where the magic begins, where sunlight, that wonderful, abundant source of energy, is converted into chemical energy. Imagine the process as a grand symphony of nature with photons of light playing the opening notes. As they reach the chlorophyll in the plant's cells, they kickstart the light reaction. This energy is then used to split water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen atoms. And voila! We have the first product of photosynthesis, oxygen, which is released into the atmosphere. But that's not all. The light reaction also creates ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, and NADPH, or nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. These two compounds, ATP and NADPH, are energy-packed molecules that carry the energy from the light reaction into the next stage of photosynthesis. They are the messengers, the couriers, carrying the energy bounty from the light to the rest of the plant. Remember, the light reaction of photosynthesis is a vital process that fuels the growth of plants and sustains life on Earth. So the next time you see a green leaf, spare a thought for the complex reactions happening within.